Back here at Nets on Fire, high school baseball media day coverage continues. Glad you're with us here on the Fan Sports Network or on our YouTube page. Thanks for watching and listening. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, and now the Desert Hills Thunder in the building. And we got head coach Kevin Cave. Coach, we always like to start with you and talk a little bit about the difference between the offseason this year compared to last year. I know you guys have high hopes to make a run this year, and you're off to an incredible start. But give us an overall preview for the Thunder.
Yeah, we're in good shape so far. We probably played a few more games in the winter than we have in the past. But a lot of guys out, so chance to get everybody in there playing a lot of games this winter. And it's been a good start. So far, so good.
Yeah, Coach, 9-0 start, a little bit of an understatement to say that we're doing okay. I mean, 9-0, number 2 in the state of Utah right now, according to Max Preps. Just talk about the expectations of this season with a lot of guys back and a lot of returning production.
Yeah, it's the same as the last couple seasons where we've really started to focus on just being grateful to play baseball and enjoying playing the game, being thankful to play, and trying not to get tied up in outcomes too much, but focusing on the things we can control and just glad to be playing ball.
What's the strength of this team? Is your depth? Is your pitching? Is your defense? Is your hitting? Because it seems like you got a little bit of everything right now.
I'd say offense is our strength. We can swing it pretty well. And then pitching depth is another strength. We don't have, Peyton Gubler out there like we have in the past, but we got a bunch of guys who are real good pitchers.
5th year now. Does it seem like it's been 5 years, head coach?
Yeah.
Going to your 5th year?
Yeah.
I wondered if time was frozen or if time was flying over at D Hills. You guys were 8-4 last year. It's tough to go undefeated in region this year. Have you guys talked and sat down and said, hey, here's some goals we want for preseason, regular season, postseason? If so, can you share those with us?
I can't, but we had a kind of seniors and leaders only meeting where I wasn't there. And they may have set some goals, but I don't know what they are. Like I said, we're trying not to get tied up in outcomes from my perspective. So the theme is kind of we're 0-0 every day. 0-0 at the plate, 0-0 on the mound, 0-0 record. We're starting over and just showing up and playing baseball.
Let's bring in the guys. Let's start with David Cordero Jr. DC, you remember what it was like when you guys got eliminated last year. I think it was Bear River in the quarterfinals. How much has that fueled you, your teammates, getting ready for this season? It seems like you guys are poised and ready to make a run at the ship.
Ever since the end of that game against Bear River, we've just thought about this next year and how we're so happy to play baseball. And Coach said we got that 0-0 mentality every single day. So we're just winning the next game. And that Bear River game has fueled us so much. After beating them and then losing a tough game the next day, we're here, we're playing each team, playing every day. So happy.
Where are you going to be playing at? Are you in the outfield?
Yeah, I'm playing left field, right field, playing everywhere and even pitching a little bit. It's awesome being everywhere.
And you committed not too long ago. It was a big signing class. There was a bunch of people at Desert Hills. You were one of them. You're going down to Arizona to play.
Yes, sir. I get another opportunity to further my baseball career. It's all I ever wanted is just to play baseball as long as I can.
Who's the leader of this team from a player's perspective?
From a player's perspective, I think every single senior is a leader on this team. I think every senior has put in the effort these 4 years that we've been here, and they're all leaders. Like, we're like a group. We're a firm group. We don't have one guy that just is over anybody else. Everybody leads this team.
And DC, you talk about the early exit to Bear River last year. Is that fuel for this team? As you talk about 0-0 every day, you're just going in, you're trying to play great baseball, but does that linger at all with the seniors and the upperclassmen?
Yeah, we were really disappointed when we lost that game, and we never want to feel a feeling of being at state and not being in that final game and not charging the mound and dogpiling on the mound, like happy tears. We don't want any sad tears. We want happy tears, and that's how I look at it, the fuel the fire.
Let's bring in, thank you, David. We'll circle back to you maybe in a minute here, but let's bring in Tanner Wade. Tanner, I didn't even know you played baseball. I thought you were a golfer. Have you always played baseball?
I always have until last year I stopped playing.
Okay, now you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. All right, what's your role on this team going to be this year?
Dugout king.
Okay.
Get chirping.
Okay. You can handle that, right?
Yeah, I got that pretty good.
What position do you play, honestly?
I play second.
Second base?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's Philly playing?
Second.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I got you now.
Yeah.
T-Wave might pitch a little bit too. Look
I
out
love
for
that.
that.
Love
What's
to hear
what's
that.
the velo at? Have you been on the gun lately?
Maybe like low 60s.
Okay. Junk ball pitcher.
Yeah.
Okay.
The EFIS. It works for
Ephus, I
him.
like that.
It works.
Oh, I love it. I love it. What do you see from your teammates so far this year? Looks
Dude,
like you guys got some good early season
Yeah.
chemistry.
It's been like it's very fun to watch. We're very good. I think we're very deep, pitching wise and hitting wise. Defense wise, I think we look really good so far. But yeah, I think we look really good.
And as far as stylistically, the offense, are you guys get them on, get them over, get them in, or is this a power bat? I mean, we haven't got to see a lot of the games yet as far as the non-region games. So explain the offensive style that you guys play a little bit.
I think we have a lot of both. Like I think we have a lot of guys that are really good at getting on, and I also think we have a lot of guys that are very good at getting people over and stuff. So I definitely think we have a lot of both of that in our lineup for sure.
Who's got most home? Is Willie leading the team? Wilson got 4 dingers, I think I see. It's going to be interesting to see who leads the team in home runs this year because you do have some power. You got Hagen
yeah.
Reed over there. You got
Harmon.
Bo Wall over there. You got Harmon Skeen. So you do have some power hitters, Coach. I mean, do you run out of baseballs in BP sometimes over there at Desert Hills or no?
Yeah, I mean, there's often a team ball gather after BP to get all the baseballs. But once again, a lot of guys can do that in BP. So we try to hit the ball up the middle to the offside in BP, kind of a no pop, no pull round, you know. But there's days where we cut them loose, and then we got to gather a lot of baseballs.
Let's bring in Andrew Wiley for a second here. And Andrew, you're one of the pitchers on this staff.
Yes,
What have you been
sir.
working on in the offseason, getting ready for this year?
So actually, this offseason, I pitched in a game where I just threw a couple too many pitches and I strained my arm. So I had about 3-4 months where I took off, and that kind of hurt. But now I'm back and rolling, baby.
And Andrew, what are the pitches in the rotation, in the arsenal? Like, what is the top pitch you've got, and then what do you got as far as your arsenal goes?
Not gonna lie, I throw a lot of pitches. From day to day, it can be splitter, curveball, cutter, slider. It's just whatever is working in the bullpen before the game.
Does going up against some good hitters like you have at Desert Hills help you when you get in game situations?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, facing good competition will always help.
Well, and you got some good hitters, so I'm
Yeah.
just wondering, like, how often do you strike out a Jace Fillmore, Andrew Wilson, a Crew Christensen, a Harmon Skeen? I mean, going through your lineup in a live scrimmage must be kind of difficult, I would guess.
Yeah, for sure. We don't. I feel like as a team we don't do too many live ABs, but we did have our scrimmage a couple weeks ago, and that was really fun to do. And it was, yeah, for sure, hard to get through the lineup.
How many people on the Thunder team pitch? Do you have a number? Is it like, is there 10 of you? Is there 12 available guys if Kevin needs to go deep into the bullpen?
I mean, to a point, almost all of us can pitch. Yeah, I mean, there was at one point I remember we almost had Stokely coming in to throw a game, but yeah, and I feel like almost our whole team can go on the mound. So
Coach, let's go back to Coach. Thank you, Andrew. Is it hard to set your lineup with this team? It seems like you're really deep this year.
Yeah, we have probably 12, 13 guys that can be in that varsity lineup, and we tried to get most of them an opportunity so far, and we can play a hot bat a little bit with that. So if somebody's a little hotter, then they're going to get the call that day.
Where's Stokely playing at? Is he in outfield too?
Stokes is a center fielder.
Center field.
Yeah, he's probably, easily the fastest guy on our team and one of the fastest guys in town, I'd say. Does great tracking the ball in center field and beating out hits too. He had a drag bunt this last weekend that he beat out easily.
I want to ask you specifically about Hagen Reed because I don't know him very well, but man, I look at his statistics from last year. I've watched and called some of the games. This kid's a PTP, or as Dickie V would say. This kid can get it done. What makes him so special?
There's probably not a lot of guys who've swung a bat more times than Hagen Reed has in the last 4 years. He just tirelessly works at hitting. You know, one of his kind of credos is I lift every day, I swing a bat every day, and that's going to make you pretty good.
let's bring in DC. DC, what's Hagen like to be around? I'm just curious because I don't know him. Is he funny? Is he keep it loose? Is he serious? What's he like?
He is like one of the funniest kids on the team. Like you get in practice, and I'm in the outfield with him a lot, so I spend a lot of time, and he is so funny. Like I've gotten to know him more this last year and this year more than I have my entire high school career. He's a really funny dude.
And Harmon's healthy right now?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's healthy, right? It's the beginning of the season.
So far, yeah. Just a few things here and there, but nothing stopping anyone from playing.
I love it. Desert Hills Thunder. Des News had you preseason number 1. We'll see what our local poll comes up with, but a lot of people have you guys with the bullseye on your back this year. So go get it. Love the new purple. Those look good. Mm-hmm. And, Coach, thanks for bringing the guys in.
Thanks for having us today. I appreciate it.
Yep. Guys, thanks for representing the rest of your team, especially UT, Wade. Keep that chatter going. The Desert Hills Thunder, everybody.